Marjorie Merchant, a consumer economist at the University of Massachusetts, took a little trip for us, descending underground to what may be Boston's best-known bargain land.
This basement was founded by Edward A. Filene in 1909, and it's not just Filene's basement, it's Filene's automatic markdown basement.
Oh, listen, you know, we hear so often, too, that things come from upstairs in Filene's and move down into the basement after a period of time. And I think this is probably another group of goods. Am I correct in this?
Well, that is, to be sure. There's no law that says we cannot clear the upstairs merchandise at the end of a season in the basement, just as we would take it from a Palm Beach shop.
Another thing I think many consumers wonder about, because we hear it, and that is in buying the inventories. Well, I think the name we hear so often, especially up here in the Northeast, is Neiman Marcus.
Right.
And now we often hear some of Neiman Marcus products end up here. Now, is this true, and how do they get here?
Well, it is indeed true, and that Neiman Marcus story is a perfect example of how this distressed merchandise gets here. Back in the 50s, Neiman Marcus had a disastrous fire just at the beginning of their Christmas season. It was disastrous from a financial sense, but it was not disastrous as a conflagration. It was really an electrical fire, and all it did was put smoke in the building. But Mr. Stanley Marcus is so pure as a merchant and has such high standards that he refused to sell to Neiman Marcus customers anything that had been in the building when that fire took place. Mr. Marcus was delighted to have it come to Boston, which is almost as far geographically as you can get from Dallas, Texas. And so a huge caravan of 12 trucks wound its way from Dallas up through the Southwest, across the Mississippi into New England, all with big signs on it by no accident that said all the way from Neiman Marcus to Filene's basement in Boston,